Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is our day and I am really happy to be back with you all today. Doing an extensive reading for you. This will be a timeless reading, but it is focusing on where do I need to steer my lifeboat to bring myself to greater joy, abundance, and love. Okay. And so this will be sort of guidance from Spirit on where do I need to steer my lifeboat. And so the reading is going to be in 4 sections. So the sections that we'll read into is where am I going? So what is your heart, your higher self, and Spirit's desire for you in terms of your life purpose, your life road, where your lifeboat needs to go, okay? And then the second section will be what is my cargo limit, and therefore what do I need to release? Okay, the air came on there for a minute, so that was kind of loud. So the second part of the reading is what is my cargo limit? What do I need to release? The third part of the reading will be what is my boat model and what is my map, right? So what do I need to be in? What does my vessel need? What do I need to gain, learn? What steps or mindset do I need to incorporate to get me closer to those things? And then the fourth part of the reading is what is the wind in my sails, which is your superpower. Like what is the thing that's going to support you in getting to where you need to go in your journey, as well as specific guidance from Spirit. So that's what the reading is going to be. We will have 3 different piles, so 3 different readings that you can choose from. And if you prefer not to go through the extensive pile picking, which I'm about to start, you can choose by crystal. And so pile 1 will be this Labradorite crystal. Pile 2 will be this Lapis Lazuli. And pile 3 will be this Opal. Okay. So you are welcome to go directly to the timestamps. They will be in the description or in the comments. And I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel. It just brings me so much joy to have the Abundant Joy Tarot channel. Please, if you are liking the videos that you are seeing, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, or share to other people that you think might be interested in the channel and the materials we're bringing. I'm going to do this reading, and then I am going to start working on the June astrological tarot readings. So those will be coming up shortly. Please share a comment if there's anything that resonates with you, just so I know if I'm directionally going to something that you would like to hear, or if you have any ideas for readings that you'd like to see, give me a holler. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I would really enjoy giving you a personal reading. I do them via Zoom. They are detailed, and you can contact me via the email that is in the description, abundantjoytarot@gmail.com. That is all the business, and we are going to jump into the pile picking. So feel free to jump out and go to the timestamp if you choose. Otherwise, I'm going to get started on this. Okay, so we have quite a few decks to pull from. We're pulling from Oracle and Tarot, and I'm actually going to lift this up a bit so I have a bit more room to actually shuffle. All right, and so Spirit, we're going to be pulling backwards, so from the back of the reading up. So this is going to be the section of what is the wind in my sails. So what is the superpower, or the tools, the keys that pile 1 and pile 2 will have to support them on their journey, on their soul's journey, their life journey. Where should their lifeboat be steered? Okay, that was a little bit too many cards. So for pile 3, and those who chose the Opal, what is going to be something to aid them, their superpower? Okay. And these next couple of decks are also going to be pulling for that. So Spirit, for pile 1, pile 1, do they need to know? What will support them on their journey? Support them on their journey. For your wisdom and your guidance. Pile 1. And for pile 2. Pile 2. I feel like it's this one. Pile 3. Okay. And then for pile 1, this is going to be the direct guidance from Spirit. 1. And for pile 2. And pile 3. Okay. All right. And then for the tarot, for the what is the wind in their sails? What do they need to know? What is their superpower, tools, skills, mindset that will support them on getting to an elevated soul journey? So 1. And for pile 1. And looks like that's going to be 2. And then for pile 2, the Lapis Lazuli, what do they need to know? What is their superpower? Superpower. What is that key to help them to thrive? They need to know, Spirit. 1, I feel like that's 2. And then for pile 3, for the Opal, what do they need to know? What is their superpower? Okay. All right, so that's going to be for that section. And then now we're going to look at the map. What do I need to gain, learn? What mindset? That's actually 1. What mindset do I need to gain and learn? 2, 1, 2, and 3, 2. Okay. And then for pile 2. What do I need to learn and gain? That's 1. Oops. Okay. 2. And for pile 3. Pile 3. What do they need to know? Look at that one. Okay. Okay. And higher self. Okay. So do they need to know, gain, learn? What mindset do they need to have to help steer their lifeboat in the right direction? What do they need to learn or know to help steer them to the right direction? For pile 1 and for pile 2, what do they need to learn? Okay. Learn or know or mindset? Learn or know or mindset? What do they need to gain? Okay. Okay, and then a word of guidance for what do they need to gain? For pile 1, pile 2, and for pile 3. It's just coming right out. All right, okay, and then so for the, what do we need to let go of? What do we need to release, Spirit? So we're just going to do crows. What do we need to release to prepare the way for an abundant, joyful, love-filled life? What does pile 2 need to release? What do they need to release? They need to release this. Okay, that's way too. Okay, that one. And pile 3. Pile 3. They need to release. They need to release. I'm thinking. Oh, it's those two. Okay, I wasn't going to pull those two. All right, and this is about releasing. I'm actually going to shuffle these a little bit differently, y'all. Okay. I hope everybody's having a beautifully abundant day today. This part. All right, we're still talking about what do we need to release. So for pile 1, what do they need to release? These are jumpy. Okay, that's going to be too many, but I think this one. What do they need to release? Out. And what do they need to release? And what does pile 3 need to release? Pile 3 need to release? Okay. And then finally, where are we going? What does the heart, higher self, and spirit desire us? What direction? What do we need to know? I feel like that's 2. And then pile 3. Where are we going? Where are we going, spirit? Okay. And I think we were doing 1 compass. Where are we going? Where are we going? What is the heart's desire? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going for pile 2? And for pile 3. That's that one. Okay. And then, oops. Okay. A big old stack here. We'll look at these final tarot cards here. All right. All right. And this is going to be, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going for pile 1? Pile 1. Where are we going? Oh, that's 3. And for pile 2. Where are we going? For pile 2. 1, 2, 3. And for pile 3. Where are we going? 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so those are going to be our piles. And I was going to pull the bottom card. Or no, it wasn't the bottom one. It's not the bottom one anymore. There it is. The energy card to reveal to you all. Oh no, we'll do the spirit animal. So this is going to be like the superpower card for each stack. It's going to fall from that area of the reading. And we will reveal that card in just a moment here. All right. Okay, so for pile 1, for the Labradorite, you also have the parrot spirit. So this will be for pile 1. This is going to be part of what guides you into the reading, okay? And it'll be in the section of, you know, what is something that you have that you'll need to use to support you in your journey. Okay, and for pile 2, you have the Lapis Lazuli, and you have the deer spirit. Okay, this is going to be a superpower for you. Beautiful card. Okay, And then for pile 3, you have the opal, ooh, and the elephant spirit. Okay. So those are going to be the readings that we have for today. And I'm going to jump right into it. If any of you are also concerned about numbers, the parrot spirit card for pile 1 is 45, which is going to be 9. The deer spirit card for pile 2 is 18, which will be 9 also. And then you've got the elephant spirit for pile 3 is 25, which is going to be 7. So if any of those helps you to decide, choose the pile that's right for you. I'm excited to dig into these readings for you to give you guidance on where to steer your lifeboat. And I will see you in your readings. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 1, and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. And if you chose the Labradorite crystal here and the parrot spirit, this is going to be your reading. And so let's jump in. So we're talking about what is your guidance for how to steer your lifeboat. How can you be on track? What is the guidance from spirit? What direction are you going? And this reading has 4 sort of sections to it. So the first section, we're going to look at where are you going? What is your heart, your higher self, your spirit's desire for you in terms of where you're going? And then the second part of this reading will be on what is your cargo limit, and therefore what do you need to release to keep you moving toward joy, love, and abundance. And then the third section will be, what is my boat model or map? What do I need to gain, learn? What steps or mindset do I need to take? And then finally, what is the wind in my sails? What is my kind of superpower, my secret key that can help me to navigate effectively toward joy, love, and more abundance in my life, as well as specific guidance from spirit? So that's what we have in store. Let's jump in because it is quite a hefty reading. And so we'll start with that first section of where am I going? Where am I going? Oops, that's going to be at the bottom there. All right. So the tarot that you have for this section, you've got the Page of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, lovely. And then the oracles that you have for this section is going to be, ooh, beautiful, Spark. Okay, talk about that. And Clarity. Okay, nice. Clarity. Okay, so when we think about where are you going? First of all, you've got the Page of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. It usually is representing a message of love of some kind. So there's this sort of sense of that where you're going directionally in terms of staying on your life course is into a greater opening of love. The other thing about the Page of Cups is that he has this sort of fantastical belief in the impossible, right? And so there's a guidance here around you being able to believe in the impossible. This card is actually the card of when pigs fly. So if you've ever heard that, I am in the south of the United States, and that is a saying, when pigs fly. And it basically means that's not going to happen, right? Because we believe that pigs don't fly. But this card is saying pigs will fly for you, okay? So there's what I'm really getting from this intuitively for you all is that there is a need for you on your journey to move forward to open up your heart chakra, expand your capacity to give and to receive love, as well as expanding your belief in what is seemingly impossible for you, because you've got a great road ahead of you. And that's very clear too, because you've got this beautiful Two of Wands card, and the Two of Wands card is going to be about you making choices. And I think it's interesting that we've got this Clarity card here, which really talks about allowing yourself to see clearly into the situations in your life, the ones that maybe you don't want to see, that you've blinded yourself to, as well as just being open to what is the truth in your life and following that truth. There's an affirmation for this clarity card. And also the clarity card, we see here this sort of expansion of the heart chakra is needed. There's also an expansion of your third eye, your intuition, because the clarity card is really kind of holding that space of opening up your mind's eye, opening up your intuitive eye. And the affirmation for this card is, I enter the world eyes wide open, awake to every truth as it finds me. Okay, so there's this sense, you all, beautiful souls who chose pile number 1, that as you're moving on your course, there's a sense that Spirit is like, wake up. We want you to be fully awake, receiving all of the information that you need. The other thing is you've got this 3 of Pentacles, and this talks about collective collaboration. It can be in creativity, it can be with work, because it's the Pentacles here. It could be in a creative project, as I said. It could be within family. But there's a sense that part of what is going to support you or where you're going is success within community. Okay, success within community. So in terms of where you're going, you've also got this beautiful spark card. Now the spark card is really talking about that you have a divine gift of creativity. Okay, so all of my beautiful souls who chose pile number 1, where you're going is to create, to bring something out into the world. Now, I'm not sure what your creative talent is. This could represent anything. It could be music. It could be visual art. It could be digital art. It could be singing. It could be dancing. It could be poetry. It could be just writing novels. I'm not sure what it is. It could be creatively cooking. It could be creatively engineering some new spark of something, all right? But this is your divine gift to create something and bring it out into the world, okay? This is just such a beautiful image of the connection to the divine, the hearts going in there, coming out through what it is you're creating that brings more love out into the world. So there's also an affirmation of this Page of Cups that where you're going on your life path is about opening, broadening to a greater sense of love, and doing that through creating. All right. Now, in order to do that, you've got to look at things clearly and precisely, which is why you've got this clarity card here. But you'll also be able to gain support in what you're doing by working collectively with community in some way, or partners, or multiple partners. I'm seeing like projects that involve multiple people. Okay, I think that's where you're going to find success and where you're going. The key thing about the 2 of Wands that I want to bring you back to is that there is a choice there. There is a need for you to make a decision on the path that you're moving forward and take steps toward it. Now, the beautiful thing is that you've got this beautiful world in this card. It's like the world is open to you. Some of you all may be traveling, okay? But there's this sort of sense of you need to look out into the horizon and make the decisions that you need to do to move yourself forward. And you can do that by really tapping into your intuition and your clarity. So this is what I'm seeing in terms of where you're going. And so now we're going to dig into what do you need to release to support you on the journey. You know, sometimes when we're on a journey, the baggage, the cargo load is limited. You know, we can only take so much on an airplane with us. It's the same with your life journey. Some people, some ideas, some events, some animals cannot go along for the ride, okay? And so let's take a look at what some of those ideas are that you may need to release, or just get a sense of what you need to release from your cargo, okay? And you've got the Queen of Wands, the Empress. Interesting. Okay. I know where this is going. Okay. And let's see. Wait a minute. These are the two oracle cards for releasing. Okay. Play. Okay. And displacement. Okay. So, because we're talking about what you need to release, typically the Queen of Wands and the Empress card, when I get those cards, I'm like, ooh, these are really nice energies. But when we're talking about what we need to release, then I'm going to be looking at these cards in shadow, right? What is the shadow side of that? And so what that tells me is that some of what you need to release is jealousy. Any jealousy that you may have toward other people. And jealousy can be very, insidious. Insidious, I think is the word I need. It can kind of needle in there, right? And it can start by just like watching too much social media, okay? And comparing yourself to others, right? And other people's paths. Oh, well, they're on this path, right? And that jealousy, it's okay to admire someone, but when it turns negative into that jealousy energy, that doesn't serve anyone, okay? And it certainly doesn't serve you in terms of moving forward. Instead, it kind of catches you in your own trap. Okay, so it's really important for you on your journey that you be mindful of your own jealousy, and also if there's energy around you of other people being jealous, because the other part of what you need to let go of is to let go of how other people think of you. Okay, that is going to be important for your journey. How other people think of you. The other thing that you're going to need to release is some of you are already very talented and very creative, and you have been doing your work. And I'm getting this image that some of you, I don't know if it's like a writer or like a painter, I'm getting this image of like a hoarding artist, if you will. And what I mean by that is like an artist who like has all of this work that they have written, but they have not released it to the world. They're like holding too tightly to it as their own, whether it's a painting that they have and they just keep it for themselves and they don't show it to anyone else, right? There's this need for you to release that energy so you can step fully into the Empress energy that is so abundant that you're able to just give and give and give. There's a sense of like releasing this sense of, and I feel like all of you beautiful souls who chose pile number 1, that energy is fear-based. It's a fear-based energy of, oh, well, if I share my work, then someone's going to take it from me. Or if I share my work, people are not going to like me or like the work. There's a fear behind that, okay? And what Spirit is saying is you're going to need to release fear. That's part of what you need to release. You're going to need to release self-doubt. You need to release holding on to what other people think, as well as holding on to creations that you have made. All right? So yeah, and the other thing is being let's see the best way to say this, like you are meant to work collaboratively with others, but as your whole self. So you want to release tendencies that you may have toward codependency in any way. So if you are, I'm getting the sense that some of you are standing in someone's shadow. Okay, that's the best way that I can describe it. So you're actually extremely talented of your own accord, but you are, kind of supporting or like enthusiastically, like out there for someone else, without sort of tooting your own horn or standing in your own light, right? And Spirit is wanting you to let that go. It's really wanting you to release that so that you can step fully into your light. Understand, beautiful Pile 1, that the projection of your light does not cast a shadow on anyone else, it actually brightens up the entire space. So it's important for you to let your light shine fully and brightly, okay? So the other thing that we're seeing here in terms of releasing, this card, it's about displacement. It talks about how crows when they get angry, they cannot always express their anger on the target of the anger, of the cause of the anger, right? And so they'll take it out on something else that's less intimidating or it's still present, right? Because sometimes the source of your anger is no longer there. But this card is really talking about displaced emotions. So that's either you, pile one, where you like are angry about something and you're like putting that anger out on the wrong person, on the wrong target, on someone who doesn't really have anything to do with it, but you're not able to like express that anger directly to the source of what's causing that anger. Then this could be any emotion. So it could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be regret, it could be frustration, it could be any emotion. We often will displace emotion when we feel like we cannot express our emotion to the source of that, to the cause of that emotion. We will often use other people to express that emotion when they may not deserve that, and this card is twofold. So it's you being mindful of doing that to others, other relationships that you care about. Make sure you're not displacing emotions from some other place and putting it on, your perfectly fine relationship with someone else, right? And the other thing is you need to be mindful of other people doing that to you and letting that go. Like being able to recognize that doesn't have anything to do with me, and I need you to take that and go deal with who that you need to deal with that with, right? So another message here of sort of standing in your own power and standing in your own light, okay? Because this whole section is about what do we need to release? How do we lighten our cargo load so that we can get to our destination of our life purpose, our life journey toward joy, love, and abundance. All right. And then you've got this beautiful play card. And this card is telling me that many of you need to also let go of overworking. And what I'm actually hearing is that you need to focus your work on the things that help your light to shine. Because a lot of you are working really hard for other people. Okay, that's what I'm hearing very clearly from Spirit. Like, there is not that you're not working hard. You are working very hard, but it's like, and it's unfocused. It's displaced in a way. Like the Spirit is wanting you to shift all of that beautiful energy that you have and make sure that you're filling your cup up first. As they say on the plane, give yourself the oxygen mask first before you give it to others. And many of you all need to turn that oxygen mask back onto yourself. And that also means giving yourself the space and time to play, because especially as creatives, we have to play. You have to play because play is a part of the creative process. It allows your mind to enter into a different space. And so ideas can come forward. Something that you've been struggling with can just sort of like illuminate itself to you. Okay. So play is very important. So that's what I'm seeing here on this section of the reading. And now these are the readings for pile 2 and pile 3. So I'm going to move them up so I have a little more space here. And then we're going to go into what is your boat model or map, if you will. What do you need to gain, learn? Is there certain steps that you need to take or a mindset that you need to adopt to help you to move more swiftly toward steering your boat in the right direction in terms of love, joy, and abundance? Okay, so this is what you have for this section of the reading. So this is, what do you need to gain? What do you need to do? What steps do you need to take? Okay, and you've got manifest. Yes. Dream deep and ask for what you want. Okay. And I will add on to, because I'm also hearing this, that you need to really feel what you want. How is what you want, the direction that you're going, when you have created this creative project that you're putting out into the world, when you're working collaboratively with others to manifest this great opportunity, idea, object, or idea or thing out into the world that's going to expand love in the world, where you're going with your creative spark. How are you going to feel? How is that going to feel in your body? Okay. And really concentrate on that and let that be the focus of where your thinking is. How are you manifesting? Dream deep and ask for what you want. Love that for you. I don't think you can see that. Put that there with the parrot spirit. Okay. And then you've got trust, of course. Yeah. Because you've got to be in the process of manifesting and then trusting. And this card, this is from the Higher Self deck. And I love this card because it talks about not only do you need to trust the divine path that is for you, your own life path, to trust that you're on that path, to trust yourself to be able to do what you need to do to follow that path. Like, it's a full body trust, right? Like trusting the divine, trusting yourself, trusting that everything is going to work out for your good. Okay. Trusting that you are guided, trusting your intuition, trusting your actions, trusting your capabilities, your mind, your heart, your spirit, trusting yourself. Okay. This is what this card is saying. Now, in other ideas about what do you need to gain or learn, okay, or steps, you've got the Death card, and you've got, wait a minute, okay, this is the last section here, okay. So, and this is the other one. Okay, the Ace of Swords. Okay, so for this section then, what we're really saying is, what do you need to gain or learn, or what mindset do you need to take? And I love that these two cards are here, because the Death card is all about letting go, shedding what is no longer serving you so that you can have a rebirth, a renewal. Death is like the death and then the renewal of that. And so, as you're letting go of those things that we were just speaking to, this idea of jealousy, other people's opinions, like, all of the things that we just spoke of, that there is a renewal that's coming. And so one of the things you need to be mindful of is that, so you've got this beautiful Ace of Swords. And I love this because it talks about, look at this card. Okay, there's a key. So they have a key here, okay? And this key is a giant key to unlock their own mind, right? Look at that. There's a little keyhole in there. And this key fits into unlocking their own mind. And what I love about that is that the mind is actually connected to the universe. Because if you look at that, this is like representing the universe and beyond, right? And so it's like, and this card is saying that you're going to be given the key to a new idea, a new beginning, a thought process, right? And there's a sense of like having openness and trusting in yourself that you're actually already holding the key to unlock the ideas, the potential of the universe, y'all. That's beautiful, okay? That is truly, truly beautiful. And in terms of what you need to, the mindset, right, that you need to have. What do you need to learn? What steps do you need to take, right? It's about really tapping into the universal knowledge and understanding and gaining and carrying with you the understanding that you're literally holding the key in your hand. Okay, that can be a dramatic mindset shift, okay? Because we often are thinking that the information, what we need is outside of ourselves. And this is saying very clearly, no, you've got it. You've got the key, Okay. So there's, in terms of what you need to learn and know and gain and what steps you need to take, it's like really developing that trust, manifesting, asking for, believing in what is possible for you to achieve. Let go of that which is no longer serving you or propelling you toward your dream or your goal, and trusting that you have the key to not only yourself and unlocking your own mysteries, but the greater mysteries of the universal plane, that you are connected to the one mind. Okay. This is beautiful. Really, really lovely cards, y'all. Okay. So then the final section of this reading then is talking about what is your superpower, or what are the keys that you have, okay, to support you on your journey. All right. And messages from Spirit. And we've got 4 more cards here. So you've got lovely. So we've got the Queen of Wands. Yes. So we had the Queen of Wands. I was like, where do we have the Queen of Wands? So the Queen of Wands. This is interesting because when we talked about what do we need to release, we were looking at the shadow side of the Queen of Wands, and we're looking at this idea of jealousy, right? And letting go of that jealousy and holding too much control over things. Whereas here you've got your superpower is also the Queen of Wands, but that's always the case, right? Because you're that which the light of her energy is what is actually your power. It's when you fall into the shadow side that you need to let go of that part, because you don't want that part of the jealousy. But the Queen of Wands, you want that energy as a superpower, because she is passionate. She is a natural born leader. She is abundant. Okay. And she's deeply creative. Right. And we talked about you have this spark that your path forward is going to be to create something. Well, she is exactly the energy that you want to have with you. She is beautiful. She is abundant. She is powerful. She is confident. Okay. And so that, I feel like, is one of the keys that you have, like this need to step into your own power. I've said that a couple of times in this reading, but step into your own light, hold your own confidence, stand firm. Okay. That is your superpower. Okay. When you're moving into something new or doing something new, Spirit is asking you to really be mindful of how you're carrying yourself. Like, I'm getting this image of you, like shoulders back, head up, stepping forward. I don't care if you feel like you're about to fall out from fear. Okay. Feel like you're about to faint. Okay. I do not care. And neither does Spirit. Spirit wants you to, step it up. Just fake it till you make it, as they say. Put your head up, put your shoulders back, walk with confidence, speak with confidence, and you will surprise yourself. Okay? You're not going to surprise other people because they already see your power. So you need to go ahead and step into your power and let your light fully shine. All right? And then you've got... Oh, I got distracted. I got distracted with the Queen of Wands. Here they are. Okay. I was like, where are the rest of the cards? Okay. And then you've got the Hermit. Okay. And so this card is saying, because remember, we're talking about what are the keys to help you to move forward on your journey, right? What is your superpower? Your superpower is taking time periodically on your journey to go within, self-reflect, re-energize, refuel. I would suggest, if you don't already have some type of meditation practice, whether that literally is you just wake up in the morning and you breathe for 5 breaths, or whether it's that you have an intention, or you kind of walk with clarity and peace and you focus on your steps. Okay. But a way for you to get still, whether it's prayer, whether it's, just sitting quietly, whether it's, some people get their meditation through running or swimming or something like that. Okay. Whatever it is, it's making sure that you have that as a regular opportunity for you to go within, whatever allows you to go within, quiet the noise, get away from the media that we all have to deal with, right? And just be still, so that your connection, which is very strong, pile number 1, to the divine and to the universal plane and to your higher self, can be heard loud and clear. to continue to guide you on your journey. Okay, be your own light, and as well as tapping into the light of your divine. Okay. And then you've got, ooh, wow, self-creation. This is what we've been talking about this whole time. Self-expression, something new, creation. Okay. So your superpower is that you have the ability to create. And you will continue to create. And the more that you step, look how beautiful it is. Like, look at the energy and the color of this card in terms of the things begin to grow, right? And there's this joy that illuminates. So as you are building things and as you create things and put them out into the world, release them from your own hands, okay? That's when you will see your joy and abundance just multiply. Just multiply, beautiful souls. Okay, and then you've got clover. Now, the clover card, if you know the clover is like this little, tiny, little, beautiful flower, right, that we can see in a field. But the thing is that the clover holds its own, okay? It might be a small little flower, but that clover is beautiful, all right? And it multiplies, and so it's just so beautiful. It is gentle, okay? The clover, the medicine of the clover represents gentle strength. It's like the strength card in the tarot deck, right? It's this gentle strength that comes in. It represents abundance and beauty and health and healing, okay? So your superpower is this sense of being able to purify yourself, simplify things, go within, and then rev it back up and step into your power and confidence and move forward on your path, okay? The clover, it says, proceed with gentleness and humility, all the while knowing that your power source is infinite. If you follow the clover's example of gentle strength, it will simply be a matter of time before you experience favorable conditions in everything that you are doing. All right. It has a similar energy, if you will, to the hermit, because it talks about taking moments to relax and clear your mind. Get clear. Where do we get that? On the clarity. Where is my clarity card? Yes, the clarity card. Get clear on what it is that feels right to you and follow that. Okay? Just lovely, lovely messages from Spirit, y'all. And I want to just check this one other message from that energy card. The energy card. Finally, you've got the card that you came in with, and this was actually supposed to be the section that we were just in, which is your, oh no, it is in this section. Sorry. It's in this section. It is in this section, and it is about your superpower, right? That's what makes sense. So your superpower, this card is the parrot spirit, and it talks about watching your words. If you know anything about parrots, you know that they will mimic their surroundings, right? And so what Spirit is calling forth with this parrot spirit, it is talking about being mindful to the words that are in your own head and what you're actually saying or writing or putting out into the world, okay? So it's like, because there is such power in what you are repeating in your world. So it says to watch your words, okay? Watch your words. I wanted to just look at this creation card as well. So this talks about, as we've kind of been talking about this whole reading, is that this talks about an exciting new creative beginning happening. Okay, it could be personal projects or business projects. Okay, it can also include expanding your family. Okay, but if you've been, thinking of expanding in some way, taking on a new project of some kind, this is a prosperous time to do that, okay? This may even be a new romantic relationship, okay? But this is all talking about your movement forward on your life path. But the main thing that I'm getting from this card is that it's a good time to put your creative self, your creative ideas at work, okay? Because you have this spark. You have this spark of creativity. So whether you're an artist, a writer, a composer, a chef, a fashion designer, whatever it is that you do, do not abandon those activities and keep moving yourself forward, okay? Plant the seeds of growth and keep taking steps forward. You will see them blossom. You will see them bring you a new level of abundance in your life. All right. So that's the reading that I see for you all today, beautiful Pile One. And I hope that it resonated with you. If you liked the readings that you're getting here, please like the video, share the video, and if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. So this is the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is our day. Thank you so much. I hope you have an abundantly joyful day, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Lapis Lazuli and the Dear Spirit card, then this is going to be your reading. So I want to welcome you back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is our day, and we are looking into where do I need to steer my lifeboat, and what is the guidance from Spirit on steering my lifeboat. And this reading has 4 sections. And so the first area, we're going to look at where are you going? What is your heart's desire, Spirit's desire, your higher self's desire for you? The second part, we're going to look at what is your cargo limit, and therefore what do you need to release to get you closer to joy, love, and abundance on your life journey. And then the third section will be what is my boat model and map? And really the question there is, what do I need to learn? What do I need to gain? What mindset do I need to have to bring me closer to steering my lifeboat in the right direction toward my purpose and love and joy and abundance? And then finally, the last section will be what is the wind in my sails? And in that one, we're asking Spirit, what is your superpower? What is your key to be able to help you navigate, direct, and steer your boat in the right direction on your life path? All right, so that's what we're about today, and we're going to jump right into your reading. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to please click that subscribe button down there. I'd love to have you as a part of the community. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out my email in the description, abundantjoytarot, all small case, @gmail.com. I will be thrilled to do a reading for you, and I will get back to you on the specifics of all of that, and then you can go make your choice from there. And that's that. So let's get into it. Pile 2. So first question or first section that we're diving into is what is the heart's desire, Spirit's desire for you? Okay. And you've got, ooh, lovely 2 of Cups. Wow. Queen of Cups. Strength. Okay. I'm already getting that this pile, some of you all are healers, okay? And understand that healing, we hear that term now and it's like, oh, ooh, a healer, right? Healer, you can heal just by your very existence, okay? You can heal in any profession. Just the breath that you take, just the words that you say, just how you connect with other people in your life, okay? That is the process of healing. Now, some of you are actually healers in terms of the actual word of healer, in terms of connecting with other people, healing their souls, healing their emotions, healing their bodies, okay? But I feel like everyone that kind of tapped into this pile, you have an energy of healing, because you've got this 2 of Cups, which is often seen as like that message of love, the message that a partnership is coming into be, a love, a romantic love, but it also represents connection. Okay, so it talks about connection and heart-centered connections. So those connections can also be healing connections. It is just about connecting with other spirits and souls in a way that is divinely connected, right? And so that can look like a lot of different things. For some of you, it is that where you're going is toward a connected partnership, romantic partnership, but it can also be a creative connection. It can also be a friendship that is deeply healing and loving. All right. And the reason why I keep feeling the healing piece is because you've got this Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is deeply connected to her emotional world within herself and without. So understanding the emotions of herself and empathetically understanding the emotions of others very, very deeply. And so because you've got these two here, and we're asking the question of where are you going? What is the heart's desire? What it's telling me is that this beautiful pile, your desire is to be connected with other souls, to be able to excuse me, be fully grounded in your own emotional world and be able to be in your power, if you will, around connecting with other people's emotions. Many of you all may be doing some type of work that actually elevates the emotional intelligence, if you will, of not only yourself, but of those around you. And even the broader world is what I'm really hearing. So, and you're leveraging that. Where you're going is like this, the strength card talks about this inner strength, this gentle strength. And it's interesting because you've got the deer spirit overall, which is also talking about, this card was pulled in what is your key, what is your superpower to help guide you along your path. And the deer spirit says, bring a gentle touch. And I feel like, oftentimes people equate gentleness to weakness, and that is not the case, because this right here is actually pointing to, again, that your strength lies within your gentleness, lies within your approach. Okay, this is beautiful in terms of where you're going. There's a real sense of emotional strength, of connectedness, connections. Oh my goodness, look at that. And then you've got divinity. I love this. This is so beautiful for you all. Yeah, definitely. Many of you all hearing this are healers, but the divinity card talks about the divine in each and every one of us. And it says that no one is born without being spirit, because we are spirits having a human connection, having a human experience. And so it's really, but this is particularly important for this pile, right? Because it's coming up here in terms of where you're going. So there is like an elevation that you all are going through with regards to your intuition, your connection to the divine, and your emotional world and space, and the emotional world and space of others. This is also, I'm hearing very clearly from Spirit that you all need to really, if you are not, I feel like a lot of you already are, but there are, understand that even if, I didn't even finish the sentence, even if you are connected intuitively, deeply, you're already doing that work, you have your meditation practice, that you are empathic in some way, or that you are a healer. Some of you are already healers, right? You know that you're a healer. You know that you can show up and be a healer. Understand that there are multiple levels of ascension that you can go through. And so what I'm hearing from Spirit is that depending on where you are on this journey right now, you just need to know that you are going to ascend higher. So if you are already a healer, if you're already clear, oh yeah, I'm a healer, I do, Reiki, I'm a nurse, I'm a tarot reader, I do energy work with people, I'm a counselor, I'm whatever it might be. Like you may heal through your art. You just are tapped in and know, yes, I am doing that. Understand that Spirit is wanting you to go further with it. And not only to go further with it in terms of deepening your ability, right? but because it also is the source of your abundance. It's also the path of your life. It is your imprint, right? It is your imprint on this plane at this time. And so the further that you can go, the more evolution you are not only bringing to your own soul, which is part of the point, right? But to the souls of everyone that you touch, and even those that you do not see. Okay, so this is a really strong reading. I'm getting really strong feedback from Spirit on this. This is really beautiful. I do feel like for some of you, this is also talking about going into a connected partnership, and depending on how you do, whether it's a soulmate, whether it's a if you use the term twin flame, if you but whatever it is, it's a heart-centered partnership. Okay, and it talks about you're expressing, healing yourself, healing the other individual, healing others by the actual connection, right? It's a beautiful energy, right? Because there are ways in which, I don't know if you've ever seen two people who are heart connected, when they come into a space, there is healing, right? They heal others just by their very presence, right? In a very specific way. And so that's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here. Okay. It also, but that is there. Okay. And then, but the other thing that I was hearing that I was trying to get to is that some of you are also healing, sort of working with the divine within you. Some might say the light and the shadow of you, the masculine, the feminine within you. Okay. That connectedness is what is ascending you to new levels of connection and healing, okay, with yourself and others. So this is where we're going. This is truly, truly, truly beautiful. And I'm grateful and honored that you all are here and listening to this reading, because you're beautiful, very beautiful spirits. Okay, so this is where we're going. I love this. Two of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, continue to work on developing your intuition. Now we're going to go into the next section of the reading, which is talking about what is your cargo limit, y'all, and what do you need to release to be able to move more easily, swiftly on your soul journey. Okay, and you've got, let me see, is this card? No, it's not. How did this card get here? This is not. Oh, this goes with this. Sorry. This goes with this section. So, oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So you got the field of dreams. So all of these go together. This goes with where you're going. And the field of dreams, that's such a beautiful card too. I'm glad I didn't mix that up. This field of dreams is where you're going. And it talks about the expansive possibility for you. I mean, you can see all these beautiful little magical fairies sitting on these different size eggs, these different opportunities, these different potential, right? For newness, for growth, for birth. If you think of like one of those eggs can have an idea that would be enough all by itself, but you've got a field of dreams, a field of possibilities that's being magically infused. Okay. And so this is a beautiful card because it's really saying that this is the time to really harness the field of vast potential that you have not realized yet in your life, because great abundance is yours if you're willing to garden along with the divine, willing to garden along with your higher self, with that energy that is elevated, that is ascending you. Right? So there is a lot of potential. So it's saying be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life, regardless of what temporary situations or circumstances you're seeing within your life. Remember that circumstances have no power over you. Conditions have no power over you. Okay? All things are possible for you in this beautiful poem. I love it. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to go and talk about what do you need to release, all right? And so that's what these cards are for. And what do we need to release? You've got, look at that, the 10 of Swords, okay? And the King of Cups, all right? And then also to release, preparation and self-interest. Okay. All right. Very, very good. Okay. Good for me to see here. Okay. So in terms of releasing, first of all, the 10 of Swords, it talks about defeat. Okay. And it also talks about a completion of a cycle. So something is ending, right? And a need to let go. Okay. And we're talking about in this section, what do you need to release? What do you need to drop off of your cargo? So the first thing I would say that you need to release is any feelings of defeat, any feelings that you're not good enough, that you are not divinity, because you are divinity. Okay. So any feelings of lack or self-worth, you need to release those feelings. You need to release whatever has been holding on to, whatever you believe is been a failure in your life. Anything that you believe has been a failure in your life, it's just what I'm hearing, okay, is that it's just an illusion. And you need to let it go, okay, and move into the next area, okay? Now, in regards to the King of Cups here, in terms of releasing, when you want to release some energy around the King of Cups, what you want to release is this feeling of withdrawing yourself, okay? Because the King of Cups doesn't do that, right? So this feeling of withdrawing yourself, not being in touch with your emotions, being triggered or temperamental, moody in some way that causes you to not be able to move forward. I'm feeling for some of you all what you need to release, and believe me, I understand that this is not easy, okay? But if you have periods or bouts of depression, you need to get the support that you need so that you can release that. You need to release heavy bits of sadness that hold you down, stop you from moving forward, cause you to be stagnant in your life in some way. Okay. I'm also getting, because you've got this preparation card, because preparation is not always a bad thing. But what I keep hearing over and over in my mind is, what is that phrase? I had it and then I just lost it. Analysis paralysis. Right? That some of you have been preparing way too long for what you actually just need to do at this point. Okay. So it's like you can over prepare for something, because things are always going to change, y'all. Even if you think you got it all, you got everything tied up in a bow, you've got your I's dotted and your T's crossed. Okay. You get in there and all of a sudden they don't need no I's and T's. They need N's and S's, and you ain't even got them. Okay. But that's all right, because you have what you need. You are divinity. And so it doesn't matter if you have prepared for it. You already know it is you. It is your path. So you will have what you need. You will be supplied with what you need. I'm not saying you don't need to prepare for things. Okay. Because I heard it in my head like, well, it's not like you just need to sit there and not prepare. I'm not saying that. Of course, you want to prepare, because you want to be prepared for when opportunities show themselves before you. But what this card is speaking about right here, as we're talking about releasing things, is this sense of over preparation to the point that you are not moving forward. You're stagnant. You're paralyzed. That's what we need to release and let go of. Okay. Then we've got this card of self-interest, and this talks about these crows that come around, and that there's a couple of crows, or one of the crows in particular, that goes in and takes more than they need, right? Like, I guess in the story, she leaves out some dog food, and one in particular crows that comes down, like, tries to fill their mouth up as much as possible, whether or not they're leaving anything for anyone else. So it's a sense of like self-interest, right? Like being self-absorbed to the point of not being mindful of other people. Now, I'm getting two things from this card for you all in this particular section, because we're talking about what do you need to release. So part of what I am getting is that you need to release, I guess it is self-interest, but how it's coming to me is this need to hoard, this need to get everything, and like this crow like went in and just filled up their mouths as much as possible, even though they couldn't even digest all of that, because it comes out of a lack mentality, right? So there's a need to kind of release that need of like getting it all and holding it for yourself, so that it's available for others, right? And so that you only are carrying the load that you need to carry, right? So there's a need to kind of have balance there, in terms of what it is that you need to release. The other thing is you need to, some of you, what I'm hearing now, this is a little bit different, but what I'm hearing is that some of you get paralyzed or stopped by other people's self-interest or greed. Okay, so what I mean by that is that it caught you when other people are showing negative behaviors of greed and self-interest. It's so unjust to you in some ways that you feel it raises your emotional level and stops your logic level of being able to move forward and just address a situation. So I'm feeling like this pile has a strong sense of moral justice. And when things feel like people are heavily engaged in self-interest, so what Spirit is saying is that, okay, the remedy for this is you need to let go of, like, if you're around or listening to, if you find that you're listening to information, whether that be news or just other people talking, like even in your friend group or whatever, and people are talking in a way that you start to get really, really disturbed because they're being unjust in some way or self-absorbed, okay? Self-absorbed, only thinking about their self-interest, not thinking about other things. If that kind of behavior really, really gets under your skin and causes you to focus on that and not focus on the things that you need to do to move forward, Spirit is asking you to let those situations go. Do not immerse yourself in the news. Do not immerse yourself with people that have that kind of mindset or mentality, okay? Surround yourself with people that have a abundant mindset, okay? A generosity of spirit, okay? So that's what I'm getting here in terms of what you need to let go of. And so I'm going to move these over here, and then we are going to move now to what do you need to learn, gain, what might be a mindset that you need to adopt to be able to move you more swiftly to your goals. Okay, you've got nucleus. The power within the stars is the power within you. Yeah. You have everything that you need. Like Spirit, if you think you don't have it, Spirit is bringing it to you. Like you know, this is vast potential, like this Field of Dreams card here. So this is just resonating again and saying, like, you have the power that you need to be able to manifest your dreams. Okay, so you've got the pause card, and okay, there's that lack again, that 5 of Pentacles, just kind of speaking to over here, this releasing of that lack mentality. And then the Sun card, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so in terms of like, what do you need to learn, or the kind of mindset that you need to look at bringing into your world. So first of all, there's this sense of pause, right? So some of you are moving at a pace that's so fast you can't even hear yourself, is what I'm hearing. And so there's a need for you to take time for pausing. And actually, that was similar to pile 1 too, in that there's a need to be able to meditate, have space, connect with self, connect for you all with the power that is within you, because that is going to fuel you to move forward. Okay. And now this Five of Pentacles can often speak about lack. Okay. It can talk about this sort of lack mindset, right? But in terms of what you need to bring in, is you need to bring in a sense that all things are possible, a sense of vitality, stamina, strength, resilience. It's like you need to understand and know that all things are possible for you, and that no matter what the conditions are that you're dealing with right now, you have the resilience, the strength of spirit to get to the other side much quicker than that you would even think possible, or others even would think possible. Okay. The power is within you. Okay. So that is what you need to adopt as a mindset. You need to get clear about that as a mindset, because you've got this beautiful Sun card. Okay. And the Sun card talks about healing. It talks about joy, right? Like the Sun card is all about joy, and a need for you to sort of understand that you cultivate your own happiness and your own joy. Understand that breakthroughs are possible. Tap into your insight, your energy, okay, and your sense of generosity. Okay, the more that you can open into that space of joy and generosity, I promise you, beautiful spirits, the more of it will show into your world. Okay, the more of it will show into your world. So get in the practice of not only being grateful for what it is that you're receiving, but just having a generosity of spirit, spreading your joy, emanating joy. Okay, allowing your joy from the outside to come forward. Okay, and from the inside to come forward and out, and then put a smile on your face when you are walking around. Just to see how it feels. All right. And then watch the smiles come back to you. Intentionally be in the store and look at someone and just give them a smile, and then keep going and just notice the energy shifting around you. There's this is I feel like this is also part of your superpower, right? This idea of happiness and joy and the sun, right? The vitality, like that energy is what is going to help fuel you and support you in the healing work that you're doing. Your smile, beautiful pal 2, is a healing tool. Okay. It is a healing tool for others, because you've got this really intense emotional healing ability here, okay, and this inner strength that's supporting you. And I feel like your smile is actually one of your weapons, or maybe I shouldn't say weapon, one of your beautiful tools in your toolkit to heal others. And use it with abandon. Use it generously, right? Use it generously, because when you're out connecting with other people that they need a smile. So let it fly, y'all. Let it fly. Okay, I hope that made some sense to you. And then now we're going to look at the final section of the reading, which is about what is the kind of the guidance from spirit, as well as, I'll put this down here, as well as your superpowers. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. I'll put this over here. Yep, put this here. There we go, trust. Okay. All right, so you've got the Queen of Cups. There we are with that. There, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so it's like where you're going. And this is also your superpower. So it's confirmation of this intuition being your guide, of this sense of healing, the emotional plane. That's the work that you all are about in your life. Okay, so that's just a further confirmation. Judgment. Look at that. Okay, so in Judgment here, this is really talking about your own self-healing as well. Releasing, healing your past, accepting yourself fully, flaws and all, because you are divinity. Okay, You are divinity. Beautiful. Look at that. And gosh, the synchronicity kills me every time. So you've got the connection, partnership, contract, commitment. Remember what I was talking about, this connected hearts of the Two of Cups. Okay, when we talked about where are you going? For you all, connection is going to be a source of healing, a light, abundance, love, hope. This is a part of your journey, and it is your superpower. Okay, it is your superpower, and Spirit is saying that, you are being guided to connected with like-minded souls. And this kind of confirms for me even further that, yes, I do feel for some of you that this is a love partnership is involved here, but it's not just a love partnership. It is a love partnership, but it's also connections to others. You're connecting to others. There's an energy that you all, that fuels you when you connect with others. Okay. There's an energy, and that is what Spirit is pointing to here. That is your superpower, is being able to connect with others. And then the final card, look at that. You got the Snapdragon, okay? And the Snapdragon is all about truth. I mean, look at her. She is sassy as she wants to be, okay? Standing there. And she is looking you dead in the eye and saying, are you stepping into your power? That's what the Snapdragon is about. It's like stepping into your own light, your own power, and in truth. Okay, the magical. If you like to have flowers around you, I would suggest that this particular pile, go get some snapdragons as a part of a medicine, if you will, for you. Okay, it talks about owning your own power. It talks about protection. Okay, so it's a medicine for you. Okay, it talks about speaking your truth. Okay. And it says that, speaking our truth is not always easy, but it is essential and it is necessary for you, pile, because your speaking of your truth heals you and in turn heals others. And you are a healer. That's about the work that you're trying to do. You cannot allow yourself to hold in your truth and not hold your truth, because then it's going to feel like this 10 of swords. It's going to feel like defeat. And so you cannot do that. You've got to allow yourself to express yourself fully and stand fully in your power. It is imperative for you. Okay. All right. This is a beautiful reading, and I hope that this resonated for you on your soul journey. It's a beautiful journey, all you beautiful healers. And so I hope that you receive something from this, and I hope that you really hear that Spirit has got your back and that you have great, beautiful work to do within your life that can impact not only yourself, your own soul growth and ascension, but those around you. Okay. So keep moving, beautiful spirits. I hope that you have a joyfully abundant day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in your next reading. All right. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Opal and the Elephant Spirit card, this is going to be your reading. And I'm going to pause to fix your candle, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, so this reading today, we're talking about steering your life boat and the guidance from the Divine Spirit to support you on steering your life boat toward more joy, love, and abundance. So this is the Abundant Joy Tarot, and this is a day, and I'm so happy to be here with you. This reading will be in 4 parts. So the first part of the reading, we're going to look at what is your heart's desire, Spirit's desire for you. Where are you going, right? That's what the first part of the reading is. The second part is we're going to look at what is your cargo limit, or what do you need to, what do you need to release? And what do you need to let go of to lighten your load so that you can more swiftly get to, or enjoy, really not even more swiftly, but just enjoy the journey of your life path to a greater degree. And then the third thing we're going to look at is like kind of what is your vessel, what is your boat, what is your map. And this is what we're talking about is what do you need to learn or gain? What steps or mindset do you need to take with you to be able to move you to where you're going and steer your boat in your life path? And then the final part that we're looking at is what is the wind in your sails? Meaning, what is your superpower or your kind of key to help you unlock what you need to unlock on the journey and be able to fully move with swiftness toward where you need to go, as well as the guidance from Spirit. So that's what we're about today. And I'm going to jump right into your reading. And let's get started. So we'll talk with where are you going. We'll talk first about where are you going. And the tarot that you have there are the Hanged Man. Okay. And the Seven of Cups. Okay. And the Lovers. Okay. So already, what I'm seeing here is that with the Hanged Man, some people see it as stagnation. I really see it as a pause. And I love the way that this deck illustrates it here, because it's not only a pause, but it's more like an active pause, if you will, because she's receiving downloads from the divine to illuminate for her further what she needs to do, how to move forward, how to get out of this sort of state of pause, this state of stagnation, if you will. So that lets me know that in terms of where you're going to a place of enlightenment, of higher enlightenment, of receiving the information that you need to be able to guide you, of being connected to the divine along your process, along your path. Now, the other thing is you've got this Seven of Cups here. Now, Seven of Cups kind of represents choices. So it lets me know that you have a lot of different opportunities that are going to be opening for you on your path. And some of those opportunities are going to be difficult. Some of them are going to be easier to unfold for you. Some of them are going to be the right path, and some of them are not. But where your growth and where your journey will lead you is when you tap into this energy of the Hanged Man, the pause, the divine coming in to guide your way. The other thing that you're going to move toward within in terms of where you're going is you've got the Lovers card. Now, the immediate thought is like, oh, okay, so we've got the Lovers card. So we're talking about moving toward a partnership, a divine connection of some kind, because this is talking about the connection, heart-centered connection. But the other thing that the Lovers card talks about is it talks about choice. And so you've sort of got this idea of choice. And what I feel like and what I'm hearing from Spirit is that this pile, all of you all that chose pile number 3, you have an abundant amount of choices in terms of where you can go. Now, what I just heard very clearly is that some of you, I don't know if somebody was like, for some of you, having a lot of choices is frustrating, or it's, what's the word? Daunting. It's challenging to have a lot of choices, particularly because there's a fear that you're not going to make the right choice. But what Spirit is saying here is that your road is going to be full of choices, and that you are uniquely connected to the divine in such a way that all you need to do is tap into the divine to help you make the choice. So you're not alone in making your choices, okay? So that's the first message that is becoming really, really clear, that you are not alone. And I feel like this connection here is also about, it may for some of you all be a love connection of some kind, but it's more than that, because it is this sort of sense of connectedness where you are not alone in your process and in your path. in terms of making the choices that you need. Okay, so resonating with someone who is also in the same path or journey with you. Let's see what your oracle cards are saying. Ghostlands, okay, and microcosm. So this is kind of getting at what I was just trying to kind of put my finger on with what I was getting from the Lover's card. This microcosm actually speaks to what I was thinking of. So the microcosm card talks about that we are in, when we're looking out at the night sky and we're looking at all those stars, that there are other individuals that are having either the same worries or similar worries or the same thoughts or similar thoughts in literally the exact time, that we are not alone in this universe, that we are connected. We are deeply connected in this universe. I want to make sure that I'm covering this. So the quote for this one is the universe is not made up of atoms. It's made up of tiny stories, right? So this sense of connectedness, right? And so it says, consider the possibility that somewhere among the great expanse, there's another person much like you who is looking out at the stars with the same questions, the same worries, and the same wonders. So it's important to always have perspective of your place in this cosmos. So while things in your own reality may seem very huge, realize that in the grand scheme of things, your worries are simply a drop in the ocean. Remember that on this journey, you are never alone, and there will always be someone who has trodden this path before you. Now, this is interesting because you've also got the Ghostland cards plus, sorry, y'all. You all were drawn in with the Elephant Spirit, which talks about learning from the past. And the Ghostlands card talks about the past and learning from the past as well. And then the microcosm card is talking about that you're not alone, right? So what I'm getting here with this idea of the past is that, wow, okay, that just came in. Okay, so part of what I'm getting is that, one of the things that you need to do on your journey is to, it's interesting because I'm getting both. Like I'm getting allow and don't allow. So what I'm getting is allow the past and don't allow the past to hinder your choices. So what does that mean? Okay, Ade, because you just said the opposite. So on one end, the knowledge, the wisdom that you have gained from the past should allow to influence the choices that you make with all of these abundant choices that you have on your path. And on the other side of that, do not allow old stories, old ideas that no longer serve you to influence or stop you from making the choices that are right for you at this time and in this day. Okay. Also, this is telling me that you need to be mindful that you are not alone in this cosmos and that the work that you're doing is going to be connected. Okay, because you've got this card of the Lover's card, and it's also about choice and duality, right? So part of you all's work in pile number 3 is also about balance, but it's like balancing that masculine and feminine within you. Okay, allowing yourself to heal from the past so that you can be open enough to hear the direction from the divine so that you can make the choices that you need to make on your journey that are leading you towards your joy and abundance. All right. The thing is that one of the things that this pile needs to be mindful of is that choices are a good thing. Okay. The fact that you have multiple choices and you are able to make those choices by tapping into self, tapping into your higher self, tapping into the divine, and the choice will be clear. Okay? The choice will be clear. Don't get caught up. Don't get afraid. Don't get afraid of making choices. Because whatever choice you make is going to be the right choice. Okay. That's promised to you. Like I can hear that very strongly. Whatever choice you make is going to be the right choice. Okay. Just tap into yourself, tap into the divine, learn from your past, take the wisdom from the past to help inform your decisions moving forward, but don't let your past paralyze you moving forward. Okay. So that's the first part of this reading. And now we're going to go into the second part, which is about looking at what is your cargo limit, and therefore what do you need to release? Okay. What do you need to release? And for that, you've got the Page of Wands, okay, and the Nine of Swords, okay, and perspective and luck, okay. Yeah, I'm getting clear. Okay, so first of all, the Page of Wands, when we talk about needing to release something in regards to the Page of Wands, then what we're talking about here is limiting beliefs. All right, that you need to let go of limiting beliefs and any fear of creating something. I was getting this sense of this sense of stalemate, right, from the Hanged Man, and the resistance to make choices, right, from that Seven of Cups, right? And so this is saying what you need to release is this angst that you may be carrying that's stopping you from being able to direct your energy toward where you need to go. Okay. This sense of being hot-headed or being rebellious in some way is also something that you would need to let go of as a result of this Page of Wands, okay? You want to turn this energy more into an explosive type creativity, infectious enthusiasm, lots of ideas. But, what you want to let go of is feeling limited in your beliefs, all right? And this goes hand in hand with this Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is telling you that you need to let go of anxiety. You need to let go of the illusion of being bound, okay? Even understand that your circumstances, your actual quote unquote reality, right? Your day-to-day life circumstances have no power over you. Okay, so you can shift that reality by shifting what is going on within you. All right. So one of the things that you need to let go of is anxiety, because by sitting in anxiety, and I know some of us have issues with anxiety, you need to get the support that you need to do it, but you need to do that work, beloved, because when you are caught up in anxiety, you are creating more anxiety. And I'm not trying to cause you anxiety by saying that. I'm just saying that it's important for you to turn your focus to what is possible, to what it is that you're bringing into your life, and away from that which you are worried about. Okay. I feel like some of this has to do with the fact that you have multiple choices. And because you have multiple choices, there's this anxiety about, am I going to make the right decision? So I want to assure you again, Spirit is saying to me again, any choice that you make is going to be the right choice. Do not allow yourself to be bound, okay, in some way, because you are not bound. You are a spirit and you are free. Okay. That being said, the other thing that you need to look at is perspective. So this is talking about crows and how they will sometimes turn upside down to get at certain kind of foods that they maybe couldn't get at, but from an upright position. So they shift their perspective. And I feel like for you all, one of the things that you need to let go of is a hard and fast perspective, meaning a rigid mind, right? An idea that this is my perspective, and therefore this is the only perspective. Okay. There's a need for you to let go of that and allow yourself to see things from multiple perspectives. Okay. Multiple perspectives. Some of you, I feel like some of you in this group it feels safer to you to have one point of view, one choice, one selection, one thing on your plate. I don't know where that's coming from, but just one thing at a time. It's like just one. I don't need a bunch of choices, just one, and then I'll move forward with that. But what Spirit is asking you to do is to obtain some flexibility around how you are looking at things, and to expand your thought process in regards to what is the right way. Know that there are multiple ways to get to an abundant outcome. Okay. So this can help you if you can allow yourself to hold this idea. There's multiple ways to get to an abundant outcome, because then you don't have to feel so tied up that if I make this choice, it's done and it's done forever, right? Absolutely not. Okay. You have choice. And in that, there is no wrong choice, right? You just need to follow your heart and follow your intuitive guide. Now, this card is talking about luck. And what I'm getting here, luck is obviously not a bad thing, but what you need to let go of is this idea that this stagnation around something only comes to those that are lucky, right? This idea that like, oh, well, that only comes to those that are lucky. And some of you may feel like you're not the lucky one, right? And so Spirit is really asking you to kind of let go of this idea around luck, because luck is about preparation. Luck is about doing the work so that when an opportunity comes forward, you have what you need to be able to step into that opportunity, right? So it's an illusion to think that luck is just granted to those with red shoes, or those with, I don't know, whatever it might be, right? Those that grew up with a silver spoon, those that, whatever it may be. Like, we are all connected to the one mind. We all have the ability. But I know that that's a difficult concept to wrap around, because it definitely can feel like others are luckier than we are, right? But this is an opportunity for you to expand the possibilities for you. And that is critical, because that is what opens up the door for you. Okay, so I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but that is what I saw there in terms of what you need to release. And now we're going to go to what you need to learn, what mindset you need to adopt, what you need to kind of take with you to be able to support your journey. And you've got, breathe. Oh, I kind of needed that, because I was feeling that energy of this reading, like that many of you were not breathing, This says, inhale stardust, exhale magic. Okay, breathe. And what I get with that card too is that, like, oh, beloveds, just know that, like, it's okay to just breathe. Like, there is more than enough time. There is going to be more than enough choices and opportunities for you. Okay. So if you're feeling very paralyzed, if you're feeling like, I'm just getting the sense of some of you that are out there that are like, I need to make a choice. I need to make a choice. I need to make a choice. Some of you are like not even comfortable sitting here on this, just listening to this, because it's like there's this anxiety around it. And what I want to just say, if you are still listening, is that you are safe. You are good. You have what you need to make the choices that you need to make. And you will have other opportunities. This is not the only opportunity. And yes, we want to make the best decision, but you make the best decision with the information that you have right now. And that's going to be the right decision. And then you'll make other decisions in the future with additional information, and you may even make the same decision, right? So it's okay. It's okay to make a choice. Okay, that being said, let's see what else you need to take with you. Okay, clear your energy. Okay, so this card is all about talking about clearing your mind, your mental and physical space. there are multiple ways to do that. You know, some people do cleansing opportunities with like waters and perfumes. Many people use like smoke elements, right? So like sage or various things to burn for protection, to kind of clear out energy in a space and clear out energy on you. There are baths that you can make. But, you know, even just as simple as like saying a prayer can help clear your energy, ground yourself. Okay. And Spirit is asking you to seek out what is going to work for you. Some people clear energy with exercise as well. So, you know, whether that's like going to take a walk into nature, you know, doing some prayer. If you go to church or temple, sometimes that works for people. You need to know what's right for you to clear your energy. Okay. But Spirit is asking you to clear your energy so that you're able to make the choice, that you're able to be a clear channel, right? That you're able to be a clear channel and make the choices that you need to make. Okay. All right. So the other thing that you need to do, so you've got the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords, beautiful, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so you've got the Three of Swords here. Now the Three of Swords is typically a heartbreak card, but what we're talking about is what do you need to adapt? Like what mindset do you need to adapt or hold present to help you to move forward on your journey? So with the Three of Swords and that in mind, what you need to adapt is going to be togetherness, reconciliation, trust, optimism, expectations, and forgiveness. So not only forgiving others, but forgiving yourself from whatever has caused you pain or heartbreak in the past. Okay. There's a need for you to forgive yourself. And the mindset that you want to take is this sense of forgiveness and reconciliation, this sense of sort of letting go of old hurts and moving toward a place of healed energy, because you've got this beautiful Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Ace of Cups aces always talk about a new beginning, right? And this is talking about cups are the emotional space, the love space. So this is the new beginning of deep emotions, of love, compassion, intuition, because the cups also represent intuition. And this is the mindset that you need to take with you. So this is sort of sense of like a broadening, an opening, an expansion of your heart chakra and your emotional capacity, right? Your emotional capacity to love, right? Your emotional capacity for joy and abundance. You need to open that vessel up so that you can receive. All right. So it's really important that you do the work of forgiving what you need to forgive, healing what you need to heal, so that your vessel is open wide to be able to give and receive love freely. Okay. And I feel like that's part of what we're seeing here with this, the Lover's card, in terms of where you were going, right? Like this connectedness, right? And this is the mindset that you need to be able to take on to be able to actually receive that abundance, to receive that joy. All right. So that's what we're seeing here in terms of the mindset that you need to adapt, what you need to kind of gain, clear out your energy. And this would be, because this is what we're talking about, this mindset, then this is going to be something that's ongoing. Some of you may be empathic, picking up other people's energy, and there's a need for you to do a regular clearing of your energy. Okay. Like this is not a one-time deal, right? It's like clean out your space, get yourself grounded, do the meditation that you need. And then as you go back out in the world, when you come back, you need to do that again. Okay. It's like, keep doing that. And your process of doing it is also going to be to breathe, right? You need to breathe in that process. That is a part of your releasing. Now, in terms of the final section, now we're looking at what is the wind in your sails? What's your superpower or your kind of key to support you? And you've got, ooh, lovely, the Ace of Swords. Okay. Yes, the Magician. Look at that. There's that chakra card, the angels of the 7 chakras. So that's really kind of speaking to this idea of clearing out your energy as well. Like And then we've got morning glory. Okay, lovely. Okay, great. So superpower, keys that help you, your brain, okay? Your ideas, your thought process. You've got the Ace of Swords, which is like newness of ideas, creative projects, just kind of this, like, it's just such a bursting energy. Like it's such a high energy, right? It's like a really high energy of like new ideas, creative ways to look at things. Your mind is your superpower. Your mind is one of your keys to being able to get to your end goal. And the other thing is, the reason why these are such a lovely combination is the magician is all about having the power of manifestation. And you're doing that by your mind as well as connecting to your body with the angel of the 7 chakras, right? And being able to like balance yourself and pull the energy, balance your energy so that you can pull the energies that you need to pull from the various chakras and places within your physical body, right? To help you expand and manifest that which you want to manifest in your life. The magician is the ultimate manifester. I love this card so much because she is just so much in her power. She is using, her wand, if you will, to be able to pull down the energy from the heavens and pull up the energy from the earth and bring it together to what she needs to do, what she needs to manifest in her world today. All right. She is the ultimate power. She's got this symbol of infinity, there as well. So this is really telling me that your superpower, your key is your ability to manifest. So you've got to trust and believe in that, beloveds, because it is so powerful. And then you've got this, the power, truth, and connection. Power, truth, and connection. Standing in your truth and standing in your power is one of your superpowers. It is one of your keys. The other key is connection. We've seen it from the beginning here, the Lover's card, okay, right? And then just throughout, really seeing this connection, understanding yourself as within the microcosm, right? Understanding your place within the cosmos, right? This sense of connection and healing. For those of you who are not familiar with chakras, you may benefit from doing some sort of chakra clearing, chakra meditation to be able to help put you in balance. For those of you that are, then you understand that. The other thing that I wanted to pull out was that from the microcosm card, these cards are also connected to various chakras, and this one is connected to the crown chakra. Okay, and this is kind of confirmed, if you will, by the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords here, we're saying that your superpower is part of your superpower is your ideas, your mind, right? Your crown. Okay. So that's really, really beautiful. And then your morning glory, this is a medicine too. So for those of you who like flowers, who like various medicines, then your medicine would be the morning glory. And this morning glory is all about awakening to your magic. And I love that it's right here with the magician card, because this card is talking about awakening to the magic of life, clarity, simplicity, happiness, and harmony. It tells you to understand that magic is within you and all around you, and that even though things may seem stale or mundane at times, or you feel like you're not sure what choice you need to do, what you need to be aware of is that that is all an illusion, and the reality is your own magic and what you're able to create. Okay, what you're able to create and move forward. So that is just lovely, you all. I mean, you all have got some serious superpowers. Like the power of the magician as your superpower is fantastic. So understand what that means. Tap into it. Tap into how you're manifesting. Change your mindset to a mindset of joy and abundance so that that's what you're bringing in, okay? So that's what I see here for you all in your reading. I hope that this was helpful to you. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you like the readings that you're seeing here, please like. I'd love to hear a comment from you if anything resonates with you. And also you can share the video as well. So that is that. This is a day, and I hope that you have a joyfully abundant day. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye-bye.